Welcome to Subramani. This format which I'm going to use is going to be like a Q&A. There are people asking me questions for which I have decent answers. So the first question is, Subra, going into 2021, what can be the reasons for volatility and what are the asset classes which will be volatile? So let me start by saying the most volatile asset class has always been equity, or maybe even real estate in some cases. So what is the chances of equity being volatile? Well, 2019 was a good year, 18 was not so bad, 19 was a good year. Surprisingly, 20 was also very good, and 21 has been good. So what is the risk? The risk is the market is too high. And from a risk point of view, if you have got 70% return in 1 year in an asset class where normally you are expecting 15%, you know that the excess 55% has to be given back to the market. So yes, markets will be volatile simply because equity is high. I am not saying because equity is high it has to come down, but the chances are because equity is high, equity is likely to come down. The probability of equity coming down from a higher level is greater than from a lower level. So yes, we have crossed 52,000 and we are at 52,000. Chances are, yes, we will come down. Does it bother you? If it does bother you, you should remove some money and put it somewhere else. But for people like me who are anyway saying I'm going to take a 10-year view, no, it does not bother me. I know one bad year will happen in the next decade, and one terrible year will happen in the next decade, and every year there will be a 5 to 10% kind of correction constantly happening, right? In some shares it will be up and some shares it will be down. So overall the portfolio will has to do badly very quickly to catch up with the averages, right? Reversion to mean has to happen. So that is the risk. How do you tackle it? Well, if you have a longish time frame, you keep buying, you keep doing your SIP. If you have a short time frame of 2-3 years, maybe some money goes into a liquid fund or a ultra short bond fund from which you can spend. The other risk or the volatility which can happen is obviously in debt markets, because interest rates are low. If interest rates start going up, the bond value will come down. So where is the risk? The risk rise in a high priced equity or the high PE equity, or the earnings now not being able to keep pace because the market has gone up too much too fast. But it is also possible that the market will go much higher and then come down. What happens if the market goes from 52,000 to say 65,000 and then comes down to 47,000? All these possibilities are there. Don't rule it out, right? Similarly, interest rates can go up. Interest rates in India now seem to be struggling at 6%. Government auctions are not being taken up. It is all devolving on the PDs. So the question is, will interest rate go up? The chances are yes, interest rate might go up. What happens with inflation is high. Already oil is selling at 100 rupees a liter. It's just impossible for inflation not to go high with such an impact on the oil. So, and the government is also likely to borrow much more than what we thought they will borrow. So obviously all this could have an impact on inflation, and if you keep getting negative returns like you're getting currently from banks, people will start looking for other revenues, or banks will have to increase interest rates. So all these combinations can happen. What about real estate? The problem with real estate is people today don't have too much visibility of their income. So somebody even earning 65 lakhs or 70 lakhs does not know how long he or she will be able to earn that. So people earning 15-20 lakhs, that's not a small amount of money, will not commit to a huge EMI for the next 20 years or 25 years. So high cost housing will take a hit perhaps. But it is also possible that some people may sell off their overpriced equity to buy overpriced real estate. That is also possible. So I do not have too much of a view on exactly what each of these asset classes will do. But when you are at a high, the probability of the prices going down is far greater than when you are at a low. So real estate is at a low and equity is at a high. The risk in equity is greater than the risk in real estate. Having said that, I am going to do nothing about my own asset allocation. I don't have real estate. I have no intentions of adding real estate. So this is my view on volatility. Thank you.